finna lose this game. But come on, Fred, don't let them do it to you, man. Oh man, they've been killing it the whole game, man. The whole game they've been they gonna win it up. All right, sorry y'all. All right, it is Sunday night, 7:30 ish. That means once again it's time for another. Oh my God, there's still another flag on it. They finna get these people. Man. Another edition live in the Man Cave. This is Polk Hoops. We are your number one source for high school basketball in the state of Florida. Appreciate you all tuning in and rocking with us. We got the All-State coach. What's going on with your boss?
Coach, happy Sunday, man. Happy holidays to you.
Hey, happy Sunday, happy winter break. We made it. And All-State PG will be coming along here shortly. But the show must go on. And so appreciate y'all tapping in and rocking with us. Had a lot that transpired last week in basketball, and we are here to talk about it. Been hard to pull away from the TV.
I know.
All these good basketball. I mean, these football games, they've been so competitive. Like I guess, and I don't know if it's the schedule makers, but it's like we got a lot of good games on at the
That's meaningful.
That's meaningful. Yeah, like this Pittsburgh Detroit game done turned into a really, really good game. And yeah, then that Jacksonville Denver game earlier, Jacksonville done snuck around and got good again. I thought they was dead, but they back.
Is Travis Hunter back? He been hurt.
Who that?
Travis Hunter.
No, he out for the year, coach. He out for the year. Whatever happened, he out for the. Boy, they finna give up the touchdown. Look at they done gave up this daggone touchdown. And on top of that, I'm playing this dude in the fantasy playoff that they just gave up the touchdown. Coach, I was finna pull the upset in the other league, man. And they just St. Brown had done nothing the whole game. Now he done daggone. Don't let him score a touchdown. Anyway, y'all ain't here for all that. So, all right, Coach. Well, don't know if you got anything in the coach's corner. If you do, the floor is yours, sir.
I got two questions. They kind of link.
Okay.
Is it possible to peak too early? And the second question is, how are you playing coming out the Christmas break make or break your season?
Is it possible to peak too early? I would say yes. And the second part, coming out of the Christmas break, is it?
Is it possible to make or break your season?
I do think so because I think that I think it can make your season more than break it. And they threw the ball. God dang. It was wide open, and it's the same fantasy playoffs, man. Let me log on. Dang, I had him, coach. That dude hadn't done nothing all game. He went from 8 points. Let me tell y'all how this stuff goes. Y'all people that do fantasy, he went from 8 points to. Oh yes. They called it a pick play, coach. They called it that. They called it a pick play. All right. Anyway, I think it can. I think that it can save your season. I don't think it can end your season. Because you could a lot of times. What's going on, PG? A lot of times you can start to jail. You got more time to practice. Getting away and being on a team, being away with each other and kind of on trips and waking up together and spending that time together can do a lot to strengthen the bond. So I personally think that it can break it out. I mean, make it. I don't know if it can break it because if it's already broke before Christmas break, I mean, I don't know, but I do think that you can peak too early. I think that we may see that with some of our teams. They are definitely doing well right now, and we obviously we hope they continue to do well. But
How do you maintain it? If you're saying it can go too early, how do they maintain it?
I guess that's my thing. Like because basketball is a long season. Like
Yeah.
it's stretched 2 semesters. I don't, like we say all the time, it's the only sport that is in the spring and the fall. So the maintenance of it, because this is my thing. You start winning games, and we're dealing with kids,
Mm-hmm.
and you start to believe the hype. You start to believe the press clipping, and you don't have to. I don't know. I just that inflated big, and I think it's very difficult to your question, PG, to sustain it. So
Too much you saying they're playing too much basketball?
I think
That could factor in playing too much too early. I think the way you the way you schedule is important. A lot of people I see front end games. I've seen a lot of people back end games. It could go either way. It's according to what type of team that you have.
nowadays they play a lot more games than they used to, and we always talk about the benefits of playing all them games, but it could be a detriment as well because, like you say, if I done played spring, summer, fall, and now the games really count. I done played all these other games. He dropped that. He dropped it. Yeah, he dropped it. Like you look at the Saturday, I'm looking at that PG. You don't want all them games that don't count, and now you are playing the games that do. So I do think that you can peak too early because you can play too many. You can play too many of them. I don't know what the right mix is because that's what we saying we want to play in all these games. But I do think in some cases people peak because they just burnt out. They've been playing since it's become year round. That's all they're doing is playing. It's hooping. So he didn't get it.
You went for Pittsburgh or something?
No, I don't. Yeah, I just don't want number 14 to do nothing because I'm playing against him in fantasy football. I don't care who wins. I throw it to anybody besides him.
Oh, they got flags all over the place.
I think he pushed off.
I do agree with you. People are playing a lot of games before the season. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know it says young kids and whatever, but they still need a proper rest.
I just think if I keep playing all these games, it's hard for me to figure out which ones matter. You know what I'm saying? Like what's important because all I'm doing is playing games. You know what I'm saying? Like does the travel ball championship mean something? Does summer league mean something? Does fall league? But then by the time they get to you, get to me, get to us at the high school, they done played 100 games. They done been in 20, 30 championships. So does it really matter about a district or does it really matter about that kind of stuff? So I just think that sometimes it's maybe hard to figure out. And that's the thing, my thing, PG, about sustaining it because,
I don't think nobody played more basketball than Columbus for 3 years, 3 straight years. And they won 4 straight years.
So you don't think it's not you can't never play too many games?
No, I'm just saying I don't. No, I think you can get burnt out depending on the kids, but like you look at Columbus, I don't think anybody played more games than those kids.
No, I agree with you on that. So if you're the high school coach, how do you make your stuff important to the kids when they've been hooping on all these other areas essentially all year long? I guess that's the question. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. How can I make you care at my school? Especially when now the shift for when coaches are coming, they don't come to school. That's the general consensus, right? They see you on the circuit. So what draw do I have?
What was the play call, Barn? They call it off.
I think they call it.
I'm delayed.
They call pass interference on offense.
Oh, okay.
So it's Pittsburgh ball.
Oh, that game over then. It's 0 on the clock.
Yeah, that was the last play. The game is over. You can win a game on. You can win with a penalty on offense, not on defense. So that pass
They
interference.
run 10 seconds off, right?
Yeah, so that's it. Pittsburgh held on. Wow, that was a good. Yeah, wow. Wow, that was a big win, man. Let's see what Coach Wiley. Shout out to Coach Wiley and the undefeated Fort Meade Miners. You know, shocker that my boy Otis Wilson say we will not be talking crazy about him no more. No crying towel or nowhere else.
That's what he said.
He
Nah.
said he said you can peak too early. No, he didn't say that. You know, we just put you can fix the house. I like fixing the house, but I just to my thing. I don't know, Coach. What's your answer? You asked it, so what's your take on it?
It's straight first off.
I think, you know, from my past experience, I think our goal was always to be playing well coming out of Christmas break. Like Coach Wiley just said, it's a great opportunity to get out against different competition, to see where your strengths and weaknesses are, to fix and improve on some things. And but what you want to do is be playing well coming out of Christmas break because you're in the last stretch in January. You know, if you're not playing well, you can. And my thing is mentally, like losing your teams, especially with the confidence. But some of these teams are going off in these Christmas tournament code. They're getting bashed. You know what I'm saying? You lose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games during the Christmas break. You know, you coming back and you trying to find your kids' confidence. Or you can go out, you know what I'm saying, go on a winning streak, and then you come back here with confidence. Like I said, it could go either way. You know what I'm saying? But also, there's another opportunity for you to practice where you're not confined to times with school, extracurricular activities, and things of that nature. But from what I'm hearing from coaches, like they're battling just to get their kids to come to practice when school is
Man,
over.
that's happening in high school sports now.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
That's correct.
what is up with this generation, man? How can you expect to be great when your kids don't even come to practice, man?
I don't know.
Where's the parenting at?
But then they don't expect no consequences from it, though. Toomer, that's my thing.
Yeah,
You
they got
practice.
excuses. Some of them don't
You
even communicate.
Yes, and you still expect to play or start or
I've been
something like
dealing with
that.
it bad, man. I mean, it's just this generation makes
So
you want to walk away from it.
what is so y'all both coach high level championship level squads, both female but still high level. They still compete, right?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all have seen it, and you know what it takes clearly because you've done it as players and now as coaches. When did the shift happen? Because it's like, and how do you at this point? Is it just a snowball? Like it ain't no coming back from it? Like it seemed like that.
It's a lack of communication. It's on our end, bro. It's parents that don't even have. It's a lack of communication. So it's like it's parents are okaying it compared to back then. The parents are like truly okaying it, bro. And then they're putting it in the hands of the kid. Oh, I thought they communicated with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what?
Is it because the parents getting younger and they pretty much get
I think it is, man. I think it is, man. Ain't no more old school parenting, man.
Ain't no
You know, the internet is raising the kids.
Facts. And then you have some cases where, coach, I didn't have a ride, so why you wait to the last minute to communicate that? Coach, they don't.
But you got to ride on game day though. A competition, you early. You opening the coach. You need some help. You need some help loading the man. You get early,
man, and expect to play.
And with the I don't have a ride thing, you wait till it's time for practice, and you're not even reaching out to say you ain't got a ride. You're getting a phone call from us.
Avoidance. They got the avoidance syndrome. But then how do you expect? But then if we go out and we don't perform well, A, it's the coach's fault, and B, you as the player, or you the player, athlete, you ain't taking no accountability for you are a part of the reason why we didn't play well because you wasn't here. Like, how are we supposed to get better? Like you saying, if I gotta fuss and fight with you to practice
Mm-hmm.
on something that you said you wanted to do. I ain't come looking for you now. I opened up the door for tries, and you showed up to tries, and you say you want to be a part of this program. Well, this is what this program entails, especially these type of programs. These are high level championship type programs. Now, this ain't just we roll the balls out. We blow a whistle and hope for the best. I just. It's like it came out of nowhere. All the time, and PG, this. I be talking to my guys and they be saying stuff. Nah, coach, it ain't like that. No, coach. I said, yeah, I guess I'm old school. I'm up now, coach. Cause I'm like, I can't comprehend certain things.
The
And
funny thing is, because your players is on now.
and now your players up. So now they sitting there like, coach, I remember, coach, I see what you was talking about, coach. Coach, they be on the phone, and I know you get this too. I got 3 of them that's coaching right now, in high school level. And coach, they just be coach when you said it, and I'm just sitting there listening because they meant. But I'm chuckling though because I'm like, yeah. Now it's like, coach, I see what you meant, man. My bad. Cause I had at least all 3 of them called and apologized to me at least once since they've been coaching. My bad, coach. Hey, man. But I just so now that school is out, coach, there is really no reason because I was looking at the stuff this week and this something interesting. Only one team is playing this week, and that's Bartow. Nobody else got games this week. I don't know the last time that nobody played the first week of Christmas break. Um, that or at least that many teams. At least half of them may be playing or whatever. So
At least
now,
there's some that played this weekend.
this weekend, but like it's like Bartow's the only one that's playing. And then even with that, coach, if we want to go into that this weekend, this week, we always do our peak on Polk versus Florida.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have a good week as a county against Florida. So, Santa Fe, shout out to Santa Fe winning the Team Hammer championship, and they beat Charlotte. So they won against an out of county team. But up in Fleming Island, we struggled. I think we went 500. Like Armidale went 1. Yeah, I think Discovery went 2-1, and Davenport went 1-2. But I think they win was a forfeit. We struggled in Fleming Island.
What Armidale do?
Armidale went 1-2. We struggled at the Battleground in Jacksonville. Winter Haven took 2 to the chin. They lost to Paxton School first, and then I don't know how they got set up with Impact Christian yesterday, but they got caught slipping with Impact Christian and took 1. And then Victory went down to City Falls and had 2 tough games. So Victory's struggling right now. They lost to St. Thomas. And I know once Frank get on here, I'm out to hear it. But they won 20, but they did lose. They lost to St. Thomas, and then they lost to Olympia this morning. And they're struggling. It's a struggle right now for them. So is that a direct correlation, or can't get them to practice? So then we go out and play people. We can't perform against these people. I mean, is it some correlation to that? Some truth to that?
Yeah, it's definitely a correlation, but I think it's a lot more go to it. For one, injury bugs could be hidden. Um, like we said earlier, people playing too much. Like Victory now had a lot of games early. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they, could be tired. They're not shooting the ball well, and nobody is on that team. Even MJ is struggling inside. So If they're not gonna shoot the ball at a high percentage, well, they're gonna struggle. But I think it's different for different teams. It's good that people are getting out and playing, but they're not performing well. So I think this is a great opportunity for people to get in the gym. Um, if you got to cut down on some things that you got in, if you got to, you know, retreat and do something else, this is the time to do it.
I mean, I get that, Coach Zeke, about Christmas being Thursday, Friday. I mean Thursday, so that may be why people not. I get that. But maybe this might be the year that it's not a bad thing for people not to play this week. So you can get at least.
I wouldn't play this week. I would wait till the following week to play the second tournament.
Yeah,
I would start on Saturday, try to find tournaments on the 27th, or go Monday the 29th. It's Monday the 29th. It's Monday the 29th through the 31st.
Yeah, there are a lot of tournaments during that time.
I would give my kid this week off from games.
So you would, from games, you would still practice stuff, but you wouldn't get no games.
No, I'm like, even with us, we're not practicing this week. We're gonna practice the next week. Give them Christmas week off.
So you would give them the whole week off this week if you were a basketball coach.
From playing,
we did at college.
He
said from practice and playing, coach.
Well, I think college is different. They do a lot more like me. All of us played in college, so we know about the early morning workouts. We know about the film sessions, weight training. These kids are not getting that yet. You know what I'm saying? So college, that rest is important. You know what I'm saying? But they schedule it where I think is for mental health more so than anything. Like a lot of these kids, especially if they're young kids, where they need to go home, see their families recharge, you know what I'm saying, and be, happy when they come back. You know what I'm saying? They need that break. You know what I'm saying? The programs in the county here, they need to be in the gym. You know what I'm saying? That, like I said, it's a time to correct and improve.
So what you gonna practice Monday and Tuesday and take Christmas Eve and Christmas off?
Well, ain't no days off.
I about to say, Coach, you don't remember PG? They was talking about they was in the gym Thanksgiving, bro.
Well, we gonna get shots up or something. You know what I'm saying?
They said practice. What you mean? They said
but we'll go in. We'll get shots up just to get them stretched. You know what I'm saying? And everything, because what we don't want to do is lose what we have.
Yeah, so and they're playing, like you said, you're gonna play in tournaments, I guess.
Yeah. So we're gonna work on,
if we had shows, I would probably think different. But since we don't have a show, I gave them a week off. I can't give them 2 weeks.
Yeah, I totally understand. But the thing is, when we come back, we go to Atlanta. We got, Hebron Christian. I think they're a top 30 team in the nation. You know what I'm saying? We can't afford to not be in the gym.
Yeah, I mean, PG, I'm surprised when you say you gave them the whole week off, but I get that y'all we ain't doing nothing. I got to make sure
Yeah, we just had a show last week, so.
And then I was about to say we had one early. We ain't never really started this early either, so it kind of bounced out a little bit. Usually don't start doing the show so early too, but it's like you almost got, there's no like perfect mix to it. What works for Tuma may not work for Billy D, may not work for Billy D, may not work for Barnes. It's like, how do you find that right mix with today's athlete? Because like you say, social media and the internet is such a real opponent. The social media more of an opponent than who you playing against at this point. So how do you deal with
that? Boy, you can't beat the internet right now, bro.
Undefeated, what?
Undefeated. Just in life general, man. You got to start that. I'm telling you, man, it's so different. I'm still trying to understand and figure it out. And I got girls. You got girls, Billy D. So you got to answer to that question. I just want to like to know. They tend to be more caught up in it than the guys. It's just too much of it's not a reality of what they're seeing. And it's a world that they living in that ain't even adding up to success on and off the court. You know what I'm saying? About life, period, bro. Like they ain't seeing the sacrifice of the work; they seeing highlights. So they feel like it ain't really that much work you got to put in, as long as you got some decent numbers.
That's
Not
good.
knowing them highlights they seeing from those kids at the top level of putting that work in. Same with the
You
teams.
you seeing the
Same with
end
the teams,
result.
bro.
You
We
seeing the end.
watching we watching some strong. Like I was looking through social media, which is the other day, and I saw some teams where a guy was talking about this team here has 7 Division I players on it. The high school basketball team. I want to say it was Alabama somewhere. It was somewhere out of Florida, and they had 7 Division I players. Right? You can't see that. You can't see you wouldn't see that happen locally around here. They have 3. You would pray for 3 Division I players on the basketball team
Yeah.
because everybody will transfer.
Yeah, they won't stay.
They won't stay. These guys had 7 Division I players, and they went. They were going around undefeated, dominating their region, their area of player. You can't have that stuff around here, man.
We can't. We can't. So it's really you just got to do the best you can and hope for the best because it's some of the stuff you got your hands tied behind your back with outside influences, like you say, internet, young parents, and that's the same thing. We talk about old school basketball. Polk County basketball was successful. We went away from it. Old school parenting was successful. Hell, all us are here in part because of old school parenting. We in the position that we are in, right? And that doesn't happen. There is no old, like you said, because the parents are not old, right? The mama might be 24 or 30, and the grandma might be 45. Like grandma still grandma still pulling up the day lunch, like what you gonna do? I mean, what you gonna do, man? That's crazy that even y'all that have high level programs are experiencing the same thing. That's what's bananas to me. It's one thing
Oh,
if
did y'all experience the practice thing too?
if we trash,
Say that
then
again?
Y'all experience the practice not coming to practice issues?
The ones that have been there, they know better. We have a couple of new ones where they tittering on that line. You know what I'm saying? But like we tell them, all things come with a consequence. So if you miss practice, you're gonna have to run or start missing games. So we
that's the
force
thing.
out to communicate.
Y'all dealing with it with high level programs. So just imagine if I'm over here with STEAM Academy and we 2-11, and y'all dealing with it and y'all got championships. I ain't got no hope.
That's what I'm saying. Like as a male coach dealing with young men not wanting to go to practice in high school, that's insane. I wouldn't know no life without going to practice, boy. That was like
That was it.
job occupation. That was like
That was
got
it.
to be a practice.
You live for practice, and my
Live
thing,
for it.
the boldness of it be me. Like you don't miss come to practice, and you legitimately get in your car and have your mama, your grandma, auntie, daddy, whoever drop you off at the school with a full expectation that you're going to play when you know you ain't been to practice.
Or punish them. And then
Or
like they come back after they punish them.
I'm like the audacity. We're so bold. They're so bold nowadays, and I guess maybe it's because of all those games, because of what you done got told away from the school program on the circuit with your coaches and all these folks. To now, what I say at the high school, it don't matter to you because you done heard so much other stuff everywhere else. But once you get back to me, it don't matter. So
did we talk about that thing that was on Instagram last week, bro? Or was it this week we saw that I was sharing in the groups with the coaching, the way that guy was coaching those young kids?
we didn't talk. You just shared it. We didn't talk about it.
So can we coach like that in Polk County?
2026, Polk County, absolutely not.
You seen the BD?
I
The
think I
football coach from
Down south.
Miami Central is coaching 11 and under, and I mean getting in them.
yeah.
Can we coach? Can we coach like that in Polk County? I don't think we can.
No, not to that extent. You can be tough, but not to that extent. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody gonna have a problem with it. You know, that's gonna be an issue.
Why?
Because, and I've said this before, the village has a problem with you correcting their child, mainly.
The village ain't raising the kids no more.
No, the village has a problem with you saying something to them or correcting them. When
The village ain't raising the kids no more. Yeah.
When we come up, you know, if Miss such and such down the street says something, you respected that. You know what I'm saying? Even in my close circles, you know, my close friends and whatever, if I see their kids acting up, I'm gonna correct them. If not, you know, my friends will have a problem with me, but you can't do that.
Yeah, I was about to say, you talking about stuff. You talking about correcting you. No, this what they say now, BTA. Man, please, you better done got it 3 times before you get home. And then when they tell you your grandma, you get it again. Like,
just seen a video today where a kid had him and his friends jumped his dad, bro, because he got tired of his dad, you know, disciplining him and whatever.
Fault your daddy.
Bro, jumped him. Him and his friends jumped the dad, bro. That's where we at now.
So we can't do it here, but then we ask ourselves, why are they always winning in South Florida? Why is South Florida so dominant in football and basketball? But then when we look at some of the blueprint, since now social media giving you more insight than you ever had before, how other people do stuff, clearly it's working. And the thing that I notice when I look at that stuff, that coach is snapping. He is going the flip off. And not one of them kids flinched. Not one of them kids bowled up. Not one of them kids had any bad, negative body language. They literally just standing there at attention like, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, and ready to go. They ready to go. Like, there was no type of inkling from any of them kids that there was an issue at all. You say the wrong thing to one of these kids nowadays, coach, and they taking their stuff off. They going to get their book bag, and then they gonna be on the court against you in the other layup line the next time you play.
But you know what though? You know what though?
Layup line?
It's crazy because, you know, I used to teeter on that line, especially when I had my boys at Lake Wells. You know what I'm saying? And what I found out was, coach, they come into my house, they eating all my food, right? I gotta take them home, pick them up. I gotta make sure they eat when they go out of town. Like, bro, I started spending more time with them than their own parents have. And I just said that it just comes to a point where if I'm spending all this time, I gotta have a say so. There's no way I'm not gonna have a say so. When I'm spending all my time and resources with these children, you know what I'm saying? And I love them like my own. I protect them like my own. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna have something to say if I correct them or punish them for something for their bad choice. I'm not rewarding bad behavior. I'm just not doing it.
Coach, when we started the fire, coach, back, way back when, we used to have it, coach, where we was on the kids' emergency contact. Like, we would, cause we were ration off Lakeland, Bartow, Winter Haven. All right, McGriff, you in Bartow area, you gonna get the kids at Bartow, Lakeland Highlands, Crystal Lake, yada yada. No matter what age, who they play for, you go in the guy's office. I need to check these kids. Are you giving them a list? They start calling them out. I'm over in the Kathleen area. I might be at Lakeland High School. I'm at wherever, Tommy Lane, wherever he at. But we all be at the BG at the boys club and go to tournaments. Coach, parents would put us on the emergency card, and y'all take care of them like they your own. Like we going on tournaments with these kids, 40 and 50 kids, and parents ain't even flinching. They ain't getting on the play. I mean, they come and coach. They come in, and when they come, they ain't in no rush to get there because y'all got them. And they come in the gym. And I remember one time, Twan Murray. Twan Murray was upset about something. Him and she, I ran them after the game because I said I ain't running you because we lost. I'm running you for the effort. We ain't gonna, we can get beat every game, but we gonna get some effort. Coach, I'm running them, and he looked at his daddy and his mama. His daddy say, "You better get your ass in line." Excuse my language. I know it's a family show. You better get your ass in line. It wasn't no saving. It wasn't no saving back then. Now, like PG say, you can't even. How many of y'all on a kid emergency contact? Can you count on one hand if you're on a kid emergency contact at the school? PG they at your school, so that's different. You know what I'm saying? But can you go to another school and just say, "Hey, I'm coming to get this, and this"? That ain't even an option no more, coach. We was on all them kids, and we didn't do it. The parents did it. You ain't lost no being no more trustworthy now than you was 10 years ago.
I agree.
Hell, if nothing else, it's more. You done increased it. Yeah, your child with me, this just like they with you, if not more. It's somewhere along the line we lost that, and to y'all point, I don't know if we can get it back. I don't know if we can get it back. Do you want to get it back? Do coaches want to get it back? That's the other thing. Do coaches want to do what y'all do? Do they want to do what we used to do with the 5? Do coaches even want to do that? That's the other part.
But I think that's where the disconnect is when trying to motivate your kids to maximize their potential. You know what I'm saying? You gotta build rapport, build relationships where your kids will want to run through walls for you. And you can see that, in Toomer's all his national championships, man. Them kids wanted to come to practice. Them kids wanted to be there. You can see the camaraderie between them. And you can see that with most of the championship teams that have been through here, all the good teams, like them kids wanted to be better. Them kids want to be coached. You know what I'm saying? They see that you with them all the time. You know what I'm saying? The parents back then saw that too. You know what I'm saying? Then it's not like we're going against each other. We're on the same team, coach. We're on the same team. I'm here to support you, and you here to support me.
We here for kids. Like I don't know, coach. I think that some coaches don't want all that, and the ones that do seem to. When we say the word program, the same names kind of come up. And I don't know. I think talent wise, and y'all know y'all say I just be tripping sometimes, but I think talent wise, we can produce the same level of talent as other people. There becomes a thing like PG saying where I can't coach your child hard when you know that I'm coaching your child hard so he or she can be the best that they can be because I see something in them. And that should be that's just not enough no more. Like that used to be enough. I see something in your child, and I'm not gonna let your child shortchange themselves and not reach their full level. Y'all, we that way coaching, we that way at work with these kids in school. We the same way. I be doggone you finna go in there and cut up and just skate by, and you can do better. Not while I'm around. That's how we talk to them, and them kids respond to it, but it's not enough of that. And that's where I think the gap happened with us in football and basketball. And to y'all, I don't know if we can save it, coach.
I don't know either.
Like you said, state of emergency. I think we're in a state of emergency.
Facts. And I think our program should be an extension of the home. You know what I'm saying? If a parent come to me like, hey, he's not doing what he's supposed to do at home, I don't want him playing. You know what? I support that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how we going to motivate him in order to do the right thing. Oh, so since you disrespecting your parents, or you not, cleaning your room or doing your chores at home, all right. So you're gonna have this, and this here at practice. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do some running, or you're not playing. You're gonna have to do. You're not getting your grades, so let's not practice. Doing practice. Get over there with your computer
Man,
and your
don't get
books
this.
and get your work done.
But coach, what do they do now, though, coach? What do they do now? Pull them off the team. They
Mm-hmm.
get in trouble away from your team, and their punishment is I'm taking you off the team. Yeah, the team's the only thing that really give it that you had some leverage. So when you gonna
Bro,
take them
deal
off
with
the
that all
team,
the
not
time
wait.
right there, bro. They pull
Yeah,
them
I'm gonna
off.
take
That's
them
the first thing they do.
off.
They pull them off.
Okay, so now what? They off the team. Now what you got?
Instead of what Billy D's saying that they ain't getting the work done, they ain't practice, but you still at practice. You getting that work done.
Come on,
Mm-hmm.
man. When do we lose that? Like I'm telling your coach, you rather me deal with you than your coach deal with you. That's how it used to
Yeah.
be. You rather me not tell? No, Mom, don't tell the coach. So what you want me to do around here? Like, no, don't tell coach such and such.
They
That's
take
what.
them out the team and then they still cry for help.
Then they
Mm-hmm.
said, well, because you ain't stopping the issue. It's just now that carrot that you had, it's gone now. But you like you say, I know something, and trust me, all us parents. So we get that it's not easy. We've been parenting our kids, other people's kids for double digit years. So we're not saying it's like, oh, this is a quick fix and like we got all the answers. No, that's definitely that's not what's being said. So sometimes parents trying to do the best they can just to hold on and just to figure it out. You know, and that is not easy. Kids are not robots, so we're definitely not saying that. But we saying that when you got something that's helping you, let's work together. Just like they say at school, they want the home and the school to work together. We want to work with you. We
Mm-hmm.
want to work with you, and so let us help you. Don't just snatch your child. That ain't gonna ever be the issue. That ain't gonna ever help it. I don't know one time a kid got snatched and they got better. Maybe y'all know. I don't know one
Ah,
time a kid got snatched and got better.
nah.
No, they got worse.
They
They
got
end
worse.
up getting in trouble, going to jail, and some other
Yep.
stuff.
It went totally the opposite way. So we gotta use the stuff that we have
So
that
when do
got.
you give up then? When do you give up on those type of kids? When is it? When do you walk away from those type of kids though? Or should you walk away from behavior kids like that?
You're saying their behavior with you or their behavior outside of you.
Let's say they behave like, let's say they're the cancer on the team. Do you walk away from that or you try to solve the problem? How do you? Yeah.
I've dealt with that. Where I actually put a kid off the team, but at the same time I didn't abandon the kid. You know what I'm saying? I had to because he put me in a situation where, you know what I'm saying, I've given you chance after chance after chance, and now you put me in a position where I have to put you off the team. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I still had a relationship with that kid. I still checked on that kid. I still checked on that kid's grades. You know what I'm saying? So it's until the kid doesn't want that anymore is when I really step back. You know what I'm saying? Just because I put you off, or just because I run you, or just because I suspend you off for a game, it doesn't mean that I love you any less. If you want my help, if you need my help, I'm gonna still be there for you.
I think to that question, my addition to that is when they become a negative, almost toxic level impact on the squad, where they're affecting the squad, they're affecting other people, other kids on the team. Then now you got to make a tough decision because you run the risk of losing your whole team, your whole program if you're not careful with. So you there for the kid and you trying to help him or her, but if they become you know a threat to your program and other kids, then you sometimes you gotta make a tough decision, But you gotta coach them up. I mean, because a lot of times you're probably there saving them, so you don't give up on the kid, but you also got to look at the good of everything. Are they totally discredited and destroying the program because of the continuous infraction or affliction or whatever you want to call it? That becomes, and once again, that's not easy. That's not easy. You know, it's very different programs got to deal with it different ways. So it's not an easy fix. And you know, if we had all these, I mean, yeah, like I said, for y'all two have done at such a high level, but y'all have dealt with it. Y'all and see, people don't see that. People see the championships, but they don't see what y'all go through to get there. They just see the end result. They see the girls holding up the stuff, but boy, they don't see all that happened for them to hold up the stuff. And I can understand it from both of y'all because I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen the. I've
I
seen.
could have a documentary on my team last year, bro.
Bro, y'all saw we had to sit kids in the Final Four game.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? And we had to run our point guard. He had to run to the cows came home.
My point.
I had to kick girls out after we won the national championship.
After we won, and that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing it from UPG. I'm saying it from UPG, and then Coach, your PG is my niece. So I'm that's what I'm saying. I got a probably a better appreciation for it than most do. So for y'all to do it,
I like TJ. I'm with TJ on it. Well, if you continue to coach, so if you continue to coach them kids, so now they can overall be a cancer to the team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got at some point once they become a cancer, they become toxic. You got to make a decision. You got to make, hey, hold on, now, I love you. I'm trying, but I can't help you. I can't have you, kill what we try to do for these others.
Yeah, we starting to see it like with program now that losing a bunch of kids like this year. Like that's unreal. But
yeah,
why is it we're the coaches, we're it's our fault when you create the problem. When you as a kid, when you do something wrong and we do punish you, now it's our fault. Like there's no accountability from kids anymore or parents.
Yeah. My thing is nobody's above the team, including the coach. You know what I'm saying? I have to be an example, right? And I gotta hold myself to that particular standard. That's including I gotta do that for my assistant coaches. I gotta do that for my players or anybody associated with that program. You know what I'm saying? If I do something wrong that set a bad example for my kids, then like I said, I'm not above the team. There's gonna be consequences that come with that.
And to y'all point, like this goes is everybody is a part of this. The coaches, the players, and the parents. We all got to work together, and you gotta continue to work with kids and try to help them, and that's what we've done, and that's what we continue to do. But you also got to understand that you have a program. You're responsible for multiple kids, and if this kid or these couple kids are negatively impacting it to the point where it's becoming toxic and detrimental and negative, you got to make a decision. You got to.
Like what Bill's saying, but what if the kids is putting you and the whole entire program at risk because of they struggling in a situation? You got to let that go.
Yeah,
you can't. Huh?
But I was saying you let them go, but you still attempt to support them and try to help them and get them better.
That's what I'm saying. Most of the time when you try to help, when you let those kids go, BD, like that, what I've seen when you let those type of kids go, they're blaming you. There's no accountability. They're blaming like it's you. Like there ain't nobody looking in, like at themselves or in the household of the situation. Like those kids, like for example, those kids that I had to kick off last year, they more so than look at nothing they did that's wrong. They blame what I'm doing as a coach. Me and Barnes had several conversations about it. Like they looking at like it's my fault that you decide to make that type of choice.
You make a horrible decision, and I do something because of that decision, and
I'm the bad person.
It's my fault for doing something off a decision that you made. You made it, now.
You made that choice.
You didn't call me before you made a decision. You didn't reach out to me before you made a decision. But after the fact, when there's got to be a consequence to your decision, now it's on me. Where was the call and the conversation, all this energy before you went and did it?
Now I'm talking about I don't got kids, Barnes, and we ain't even talked about it. Been texting my phone that was in those problems, trying to see if they can come back next year.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I couldn't even respond to the messages, man.
You was already here this year.
Yeah.
You chose chose that behavior. You chose it, and now I got to be on the hook for it. Like you say, like Coach Ampbo. Shout out to Coach Ampbo in the chat. Coach Brooks. We got a lot of good conversations. Coach Jameson. Accountability. This a bar here. Accountability is an all time high. Entitlement is accountability is all time low. Entitlement is all time high.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. So in life,
gospel, right?
in life, as much as you doing, as much as any of us are doing mentoring and coaching, in life, aren't we setting the kids up for failure if we just let them continue to be entitled
We are
to everything? Like how does it, like, how as a man, as a young man or a young woman that's coaching and dealing with kids, you continue to let them be entitled to make the same mistakes over and over when when you're growing up, there's no accountability. Like, there's no accountability to that stuff in the household. So like now you supposed to just continue to let them be entitled and let them sit there, so when they get away from your program and then they come into the adult world, they expect that, oh, I can miss work for 2 weeks, I'm gonna still have my job. I can. No, you got to be able to. You got to not accept that. We can't okay a problem.
Yeah. And we talk about that in our program all the time. We try to make sure that we make life references like that. Like, my kids think it's funny, but I get on them about communication like all the time. Like, to be a great defensive team, you got to communicate. You got to talk. We talk about echo and everything, and we struggled with that, a couple of years ago. And I told them, like, man, y'all divorce rate is going to be extremely high because y'all refuse to communicate. And they laugh like, Coach, you tripping, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But everything applies. Everything is relevant to life as an adult. And as a coach, you got to make that connection. If not, they're not going to see it. And that's the reason, Tumor. That's the reason, Barnes. Y'all get them calls from them kids. Once they get up out there, like, hey, Coach, I appreciate you because you told me, you held me accountable. You did this, this, and this. And now I see it. And I appreciate you doing that.
I check on kids like Query just did. I do that too. I check on, even when they're troubled, I check on them. I just don't know if it's a right fit for the program. Mm-hmm. But I definitely would check on the kids through the parents. I never want to continue to communicate as much with the kid if I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of, hey, how your child doing? If I see him somewhere, I check in. Even if you're checking on the kid, how your grades going? Like, sometimes when the parents pull them off, what's up with them grades? You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of let them know you got that. But I don't know if you can do that with every one of them.
No, you can't save 100%. You know what I'm saying? You're just trying to save everyone you can.
You know what's interesting now, and I know coaches is dealing with this with basketball now, because I see a lot of kids young men quitting basketball. But just like Aunt Bo said, like, when kids don't even have the audacity to even sit there and apologize for the mistakes they did that were detrimental to the team. When they make those bad mistakes, they're not even apologizing for them. How do you handle those type of kids?
No remorse. If you don't have any remorse for yourself, then how can we trust you to have any type of accountability to the team? You'll just shut down if you don't feel like it. I don't care.
Shouldn't that be something that is taught at home too? Like, like, hey man, you don't make this mistake, but we need to apologize to this coach.
Oh yeah.
So if they're not even, if you're not even receiving that, how can you even have that trust, like you say, to even want the kid to come back? How do you evaluate? How can you evaluate a kid or a parent and the kid to be part of your program when there's nobody even apologizing for the mistakes that they do?
Nobody taking accountability. And why is it so hard for you just to admit you was wrong? Like, when did we get to that point where I'm wrong now? I'm dead wrong. And I can't even admit it. Like, I can't even admit that I might have been tripping. I might have been out of pocket. I might have been going through some stuff. But at the end of the day, right, I said, that's open the show. I said, boy, when Frank get on here, boy, he going to let me have it. But okay? I was going through some stuff, Coach. But my bad, Coach.
But
I ain't, but they won't even say my bad.
and
It,
coach, if they do it, it's gonna be through a text message. They won't even come to you.
I ain't get that.
I'm
That's
just
good
saying.
deep.
I said that's why I said if they do it, it's gonna be through a text message.
I kicked
And
5 girls off the team, called their parents at the airport, and I'm still waiting on a parent or a kid, at least, you know what I'm saying, apologize about the situation. Never got it. But now some of these kids have been texting my phone like, it's a year later. So as a basketball coach, just imagine that. Like it's almost a year later, 6, 7 months later, and
6,
you,
7.
you still ain't even apologize for the situation you put somebody in.
yeah, but you know what though? I try to be the example. You know what I'm saying? Even when I do stuff wrong, you can ask my kids. You know, I be like, I apologize. I communicated that wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's why you didn't understand it. You know, blah blah blah. I promise that I'll be better. You know what
But
I'm saying? I
you're
try
an
to be
adult, right? You're an adult doing that apology, right?
exactly, but like I say, you got to model that behavior. I
Yeah.
remember when Coach Scott Williams, you know, even when I played against him, even when I coached against him, you know what I'm saying, he preached about those young men shaking another man's hand and looking that person in the eye, you know what I'm saying, make sure you keep your head up, you know, stuff like that. Those things has to be taught. Then it has to be, you know, modeled. It has to be re-emphasized like, hey, this is the right thing to do. As adults, we got to do that, and I don't think they see enough good examples.
Uncommon opinion. You should not be the first one that's telling them that. You shouldn't be. The coach shouldn't be the first one that's telling that child it. It should be at this point. All right, man, coach. I done heard it all three, 4 times. I get it. Like I heard it from here, I heard it from here. Now I'm hearing it from you. That's how it should be. But in most cases, you the first person telling it to them. So if this is the first time they're hearing it, they're like, hold on now. Ain't nobody else told me that. I ain't do it no other time. I done got this point without that. So now, to your point, Frank, and yeah, Frank, you was right. You know, you was right. I got it. You was right, sir. I can't. You was right. But accountability, Coach Ampbo kind of said the same thing, man. When there is no accountability, then we coming in with one hand tied behind our back. And Coach Blicker, congrats to your squad and winning the team helmet championship. Great job with the tournament setting up, and great to pay homage to Coach Hammerberg. That was good stuff. Um, but my bad seals it for most coaches. If you say my bad, coach, we Gucci, we going on about our business. My bad was the cure all to 97% of the stuff. You turn the ball over. My bad, coach. You late on the rotation. My bad, coach. You late to practice. My bad, coach. And that meant something. Kids can't even say my bad. No, can't even say my bad no more. Like when did we? But like we keep saying, um, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, you can't expect somebody who's really trying to help to see you doing something and not see something but not say something. You see
Hmm.
it,
I
you
got a
got to.
true mistake, y'all.
Yes, sir.
It's been a while, so
Okay. Breaking news.
no, not breaking news. And we got coaches in here, so that's very helpful to the question. All right. What is considered the green light
The green light is I can take any shot I want.
at any
That's what a
time?
green light is at any time. I have, but I have built the trust through my hard work and dedication in practice, shooting at a high percentage in practice and in games, that I have the green light to take that coach trust me in my judgment to take good shots and to take this shot.
So a player that with a green light, what's the average amount of shots you think they should take?
In high school,
Yeah,
15,
15. Thank you. 15 to 20.
15 to 20, 20 max. max. If you taking more than 20, then that ain't no ball movement, ain't nobody else touching it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that locker room is toxic. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you
15,
might
15 to 20 shots in high school should get you an average about what?
20 a game.
We on the
But you
same
gotta
page.
imagine you going to the free throw
I
line
just
and stuff
find it
too.
interesting. I want to know what is considered a green light because I had the green light. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like a kid averaging below a certain number is not green light.
Yeah.
I know it's different systems. You know what I'm saying? So
Fact.
I'm trying to understand within a system what is a green light. You know what I'm saying? Now if I got say you got 3 players averaging between 16 and 14 a game, do you consider those kids to be having the green light?
Not all of them. Like I said, it's it's what that player's skill set is.
Yeah.
Then because it might be a post player, you know what I'm saying, that has a great mid range game or on the block or whatever, and then next thing you know, he taking 30-foot threes. You know what I'm saying? He can't take that shot. That's not
So
what we trusted you to do.
so me and you look at green light as the shots. Uh could someone look at green light as like as a point guard trusting you to call plays and the amount of minutes you
Yes,
play?
yes,
Subbing yourself back in the game.
yes. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? And that's built with trust and over
Trust,
time.
yeah.
Like I've had players like that
Because those
between.
are things I did when I played.
Mhm.
Me and Coach Williams, I can't call him Scott. It just sounds weird. Me and Coach Williams had that type of trust. Like I wasn't coming out the game. I would literally sub myself back in the game. If I saw something on the court, I would call those plays. But
I
at
don't
the end
think
of
the
the day, I
word.
still put up 20 a game.
I don't think the word is trust though, PG. I think the word is respect. I think you respected him because you still called him Coach Williams, and he clearly
Yeah.
respected you. And I think that's another thing that's missing. Like you saying, you trust all that. So you had the green light in multiple areas. Like in the chat just to catch y'all up. Um, Coach Blicker say green light. Take any shot I seen you make in practice consistently, regardless if it's good or bad. Um,
That's the only green light I understood was the shot thing. But then with different programs, it comes to seem to
Yeah.
like things are coming up, like what I'm saying about the point guard position. But for me, if I say you got the green light, I'm trusting 15, 20 shots, and I'm expecting 20 to 23 points a game or more off of
And, and
15, 20 shots.
and to piggyback on what he's saying, that trust, comes in times where hey, they might pick up 2 fouls and they look at me like, hey, coach, you know what I'm saying? I'm okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be smart about this. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you're gonna have to trust your players. If you don't have that trust in them, they gotta come sit down.
And I think that's a great point. And to Coach Blicker point, we know Tate had the neon light, but did Tate really take? Do
No,
you he didn't take bad shots, Coach.
he didn't
He
take bad shots.
he didn't take
He
bad
had a high
shots.
IQ. You know what I'm saying? He had a high IQ to take good shots because bad shots put you in a bad position defensively. And like I said, it could defeat the moral of the basketball team. Like, hey man, he come across half court, he start jacking, man. Everybody gonna look at him like, man, what you want us to do? Just play defensive rebound and pass you the ball? It's gonna kill the whole basketball team. You know what I'm saying? But he understand that. Even like Serenity right now, she's averaging 26 plus a game. She's not taking 20 shots. She's efficient at the shots that she's hitting. You know what I'm saying? But she shared a basketball. She hit 40 yesterday, coach, right? And she still in that 40 was unselfish. She could have had more, you know what I'm saying? But she still was passing to her teammates, made the right play and the extra play. You know what I'm saying?
She
Like
took high percentage shots.
she
So
took high percentage shots.
yeah, that's the thing with the green light. I think the green light situation is you also as a scorer, you understand to take high percentage
Hmm.
shots.
And she, like I said, she made the right play though. To him, it was a couple times where she probably should have scored, but
Yeah.
she knew it was more important to pass the ball over to her teammate to get an easier layup, on the other side.
So Serenity green light might be 20 shots. My
Might be.
my guy.
It might be. I watched her at the Civic Center.
Well, what I'm saying is, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm saying, but my person at Steam Academy, green light might be 10 shots. So to your point, it kind of changed with the
That ain't a green light.
program. What percentage? Or let's not say number of shots. What percentage of the shots, if you got the green light, are you taking for the team? So the team taking 50 shots in a game, what would be the percentage the green light person get?
17 to 20.
I think you can, if that person has the green light, you can get up to like 30% of the shots.
Oh,
That
I'm
could
talking the number out of 50. I'm saying.
Oh, you talking about? Okay, yeah, then
17
yeah.
to 20, like 17 to 20 shots.
I'm thinking
those 50.
between 30 and 40% for sure.
So yeah, Coach Blicker, that's why I said the ultimate respect. Cause I done seen you snatch Toby, boy. But the same thing, you was giving it to Toby. We was talking about old school coaching earlier. I don't know if you was on yet, but you was giving it to Toby, man. I saw it last year in the Mosaic when y'all was playing. Was it Edgewater, Evans, or whoever y'all was playing that y'all beat? Man, you got on Toby so bad, man. Toby ain't flinch. Toby ain't say nothing. Body language didn't change. He would have sat down. Now he didn't come back till you put him in there. But you can't coach kids like that. And he was better. This is the thing, coach, and I say this to them guys all the time. He was better when he came back in the game on him. He was better when he came in and when he went out. And the whole gym saw that. I mean, I was like, it was brutal. But yeah,
I think a
he
big
needed
turning
it.
point in their season last year is I was watching the Florida versus Metro, and I was watching the Santa Fe game live, and I seen Blicker get on tape, and it was rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? He had an expectation for his kid. His kid messed up. He brought him out the game. He got on his behind. You know what I'm saying? Sat him down for a few seconds, put him back out there. You know what I'm saying? Then that's what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? If you allow your top player just to do whatever they want to without coaching or correction, coach, you're gonna lose the whole team. And Serenity will tell you like I'm tough on her. That probably anybody else on the team. You know what I'm saying? Because I just hold her to that expectation and standard. But the other players see if I'm getting on her, like you're not exempt from this.
And that's why it works. So check out what Blicker just said. Is he looking? The shot selection is definitely adventurous.
But that's the coach's fault, coach. You allow them to take that shot and not say anything, or it's not club at that table.
Do we have mid-level teams around here? Is he saying it's mid-level teams around here? Because I probably walk out the gym.
He said a few of these mid-level teams play. Yeah, he talking about locally.
Yeah, Look, I probably get up out there. I probably walk out the gym if I see bad basketball.
Yeah, you won't stay long. Your attention span to bad basketball is non-existent.
Yeah, I can't. It's hard for me to watch bad basketball. Well, that goes with if they got the green light on a mid-level team, and I would probably leave the gym, man.
Facts.
And that's
Frank has Serenity percentage. She's shooting 40+% from three. You know what I'm saying? She'll try to get gun shy on us if she missed like 2 in a row. You know what I'm saying? We have to tell her like, hey, you got to keep shooting the basketball. You know what I'm saying? The shots that you miss is the ones that you don't take. Like you got to keep shooting. You know what I'm saying? For this team, like
yeah,
it is.
Drop the screen. I ain't trying to close the screen on nobody, but I gotta take care of it. I'm listening though.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I mean, and so you all know most times I as a part of this trio, I watch the most basketball. So, make sure that well, especially during the season, shout out to NFHS because they allow, that to happen. So I'm watching the game, at least one game every night. That, and then, if I miss something, if more than one on, and show the replay, I'll watch the replay. Because I just want to make sure that we want to make sure we're well informed with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And to Coach Blicker's point, some of the stuff I see, I text the guys in the group like, man, I'm watching this game, and man, y'all have been black the screen. It's very ambitious. Maybe that's a good word. Some of the shot selection is very ambitious, Coach, and it's like, but so I guess to PG point, it's hard to decipher what a green light is. The way some folks,
Yeah, I think it's different for different coaches, different programs, different kids. That green light is going to look different, and you should be, and it should change. But make sure you define it to those kids, because if you leave it up for them to figure it out, coach, they're gonna take full advantage.
with shooting the ball and don't back up, or don't follow their shots. Would you rather them, Coach Blicker? Would you rather a kid take a shot? I know when I was coaching, if on the right side, if the shot goes up on the right side of the court, opposite sides rotate back on defense. So we didn't expect the kid that took the shot to rotate back, but we did expect the kid to follow his shot. But different strokes of different folks. So if you're asking me, Coach Brooks, Coach Billy D might have a different answer. If you took the shot, you're supposed to chase your shot, and opposite wing rotates back on defense to flow balance. That's how we taught it.
That's how we teach it, and that's ideal. But I think shooting form and just the way your shot looks nowadays, a lot of kids are not coming forward after they shoot it, coach. They're already backing up or they're going sideways. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a natural thing for them to follow their shot. So maybe I think when they're training and when they're working on their shot, they're gonna have to, drill it for them to follow their shot when they're working on their shot. Because right now, a lot of them shooting motion, coach, is not allowing them to continue forward to follow their shot. A lot of them is falling back or sideways or off balance.
Or they keep their hand up, Coach, so they can look at it. That's what they do on social media. You look at your shot. You Steph Curry. You just shoot it and turn around. So, oh man, it's so crazy. Coach, look and say, that's a good philosophy. You shouldn't be chasing it. If you're chasing it a miss, that means you expecting to miss the ball. So I guess that's and I know Coach Blicker, that's what you do. You're shooting connoisseur. Clearly, we can see the results of it. So,
but in your shooting motion, most of you should be straight up and down. You should be coming forward a little bit. That's all I'm saying. A lot of them are off balance, where their shooting motion is taking them away from the basket, and I think that needs to be fixed.
Okay. So different philosophy. We got Coach Blicker, who's a shooting guru, saying, "Show your work." Let me show it so y'all can see it. It's a good question, Coach Brooks. Show your work. Hold your follow through. Stay on your spot.
Stay on your spot. Exactly. Like I said, you should be straight up and down or coming forward just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But at least with you straight up and down or coming forward, you can follow that shot. But a lot of them be so off balance, coach. They already be backing up or,
I just know with us, we didn't expect the guy that took the shot to also rotate back on defense. It just felt like, because I guess, you all are more technical with it. So maybe because if you're getting back on defense and you're not following through on your shot. So we always expected the opposite wing to get, rotate back on D for floor balance. So, clearly y'all both have had, y'all have taught this to a technical level. Y'all are very analytical, and basketball has become a lot more analytical with teaching, even teaching shooting coach. And you, who thought with teaching shooting would become analytical, but it has. You know, it's
Billy D technical on offense.
Hey man, listen. Just because I have great defensive teams doesn't mean I'm not an offensive guy, bro. Come on, man. Give me some credit, bro.
who you think Serenity? Who you think Serenity getting these 26 a game from? Huh? Nah.
She averaged 26 a game.
Bro, she was averaging 30 at one point. It went down because we beat a couple of teams by running clock, and the average went down. But she 26 plus a game. She had 40 last night.
Jeez.
26 in the first half. I think she went 4 for 5 or 4 for 6 on 3 in the first half.
Jeez.
And that's coming off the plane. Like, first of all, I want to give a shout out because I had a first. Her sister Trinity Hardy graduated from the Army, the academy that's in New York.
West Point?
At West Point. You know, that is a first for me to have somebody graduate from an academy school.
Man.
And I'm so proud of her and her family. I'm sure they are. But definitely.
Man, West graduate from West, man. She can write her ticket. That's a standing ovation right there.
Exactly. She graduated on Friday. Serenity missed the game on Friday, but she told her parents, like, hey, I don't want to leave my teammates out to dry. And they flew from New York to Savannah so she could play in the game on Saturday. So shout out to Serenity. You know,
and she gave you 40?
And she gave us 40. Got off the plane. They got in after midnight. I think it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. We played 1 o'clock the next day. She gave him 40.
Okay, let's just
that girl good. You remember on Coming to America?
Hey, let's just pause for a minute for the Hardy fan. First of all, shout out to Roger, man. We grew up with Roger and the Brits, man, and his wife, man. But you got a daughter just graduated from West Point. You got a son on the number one team in the country, starring, and you got a daughter averaging 26 a game and signed and committed to go play ball at the next level. And you got another son that's in the Naval Academy. Bro, all of them, that's unreal, man. That's the American dream, man. But I don't know. I just Coach Ambo gotta
and he let him coach. He let coaches coach his kids.
And he let coach, and he sit in the stand and just let him coach him up, man. That's what I'm saying. He an old school parent, and he got old school results.
But I thought Miami Hurricanes was number one in the country.
Oh boy. Well, they get to play. No, y'all don't play number one. Y'all play number two.
Yeah, we got Ohio State.
That was the last thing we're gonna talk about it. So if that's the transition, if we transition into to the to that, then let's talk about it. So, as we end up, y'all know that from a football perspective, we got my two co-hosts are two partners in crime. They are humongous University of Miami fans. So, congrats to y'all for the defensive win yesterday. Great showing by y'all. What did they get it right with the college playoff? Because if that game was competitive, y'all game was. Alabama and Oklahoma game was competitive. But them other two, coach, I ain't even watched the Mississippi game, and then I watched the
Madison and Tulane had no business in the college football playoff. They had no business in there.
They should be embarrassed to that, man.
Yeah.
That system should be the top 12 teams in the country.
I think sometimes you try to get too technical and you overdo it. Like you just top 12 with the rankings. If you're going to combine rankings, if you top 12, you in, period. All this other stuff, I get it.
Tulane and James Madison had no business in there.
So you got Notre Dame sitting there with they ball. They done took home, and I told you about them two. Now they can't say nothing about y'all in Alabama because y'all both won. So it's hard to say something about y'all when y'all went and did what the people put y'all in there to do. But I think they dropped the ball on that. But I do think we got the top 8 teams left. I think they got that right because however you feel, Alabama and Miami was 2 of the top 8 teams in the country. All year, however it went. So you got the top 8. It was controversial how you got there. but you got top 8. I don't think Notre Dame was one of the top 8. I think at the end of the day, it was them, it was y'all and them, and y'all beat them head to head, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I think you got to earn it though, Coach Campbell. I mean, they got them. They just got them. They go. That's what they gonna say. We gave y'all opportunity. Look what y'all
Nah,
did.
they need to play. They need to play that other club back here. They don't need to play in this one.
Y'all made us look bad. They gave James Madison and Tulane opportunity yesterday, and they went to bed right bad. It was
I
bad.
know Tulane. Well, they lost their coach in Florida, so I already knew they was going.
But then you can say the same thing. Ole Miss lost they coach to LSU, and they still went and performed. So not LSU, Ole Miss. Ole Miss lost they coach to LSU, and they still went and performed. So 6-7. I just think that the top 12 should be. I mean, I do agree with that, Coach Blicker. You gotta make the shot. If you're you're taking it to make it, right? You're not taking it to miss it. So I like that. But so this week we got. I know who y'all think. I know y'all like y'all against. I know y'all like y'all against Ohio State.
Yes.
So I ain't gonna ask you about that
Especially
game.
with it being a neutral site and it's on turf, it levels the playing field. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell you something that I think Miami's going to have to do better after watching that game yesterday. They're going to have to. Dang it. I don't care about New England scoring just then. I just didn't want Drake May to throw the touchdown because I'm playing against him in fantasy. So I want him to hand the ball off. I don't care about the score, PG. But I think that they got to do some diversification with the offense. The freshman, is, and you want to get in the ball as much as possible, but it's like it's got to be a little more. I don't know. I just think they got to do a little more. Y'all rely a lot on him, and I don't blame you. But I think that the other people know it as well, and that's because I'm just gonna be like somebody else got to beat me. I guess that's what I'm saying. He ain't gonna beat me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, but we struggle with that the second part of the season. That's why we got them 2 losses. So,
Well, yeah,
but
I really watch y'all watch the whole game. I don't really know to watch, so that's what that defense is. Them two, that number 3 and number 4. God, number 4 he is violent.
yeah,
And then you got to choose. That pretty good. I love 13 on the back end, but go ahead, though, Coach. But,
I mean, I think we match up with athletes. I think we match up in the trenches. I think it's gonna be a really good game. I think it's gonna be, game planning. You know what I'm saying? What coach come in most prepared? Ohio State been off for 2 weeks. That could be a blessing or a curse. We seen last year that everybody that was off lost the game. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder if that's gonna hold true this year. But with it being in Dallas, it's in a dome. Outside doesn't factor in at all. It kind of evens the playing field. So
I like the way they got the teams kind of not in their region also. That and maybe just feel that way. What
yeah,
you think about Georgia, Ole Miss? Can Ole Miss beat Georgia without their coach, without Lane Kiffin?
no, Georgia rolling right now. I don't see that happening. I
And
think Indiana needs to be careful.
what PG say Alabama gonna beat Indiana. That's what he
Yeah,
said. He said that's a game.
I think
Yeah.
Indiana needs to be careful.
I love Alabama with Indiana.
So, and the only reason I'm reading for Indiana is because of Rowe. But
You
I think
think Indiana fraud?
no, I
Nope.
don't think they're a fraud. I just think Alabama has the kryptonite to beat them. You know what I'm saying? They
They're
got a
not
really good
fraud.
defense and they'll run the ball. You know what
They're
I'm
not
saying? They got
fraud, but Alabama gonna beat them.
so it's still Alabama. So
Okay.
yeah. But I'm waiting on a call now because if I mess around and land a ticket to that game, well I'm in Dallas next weekend.
You're out of here. Okay. International transcontinental
Yeah,
trans
man. One of
time
my
zone.
the Pickett kid, one of my frat brother's son. So I'm waiting on a call right now.
Okay, well that'll work. That'll be a blessing to be able to go check that out. What about the last one? Is Oregon, Texas Tech?
Then that can go either way. I like Oregon though from speed wise. I
Yeah,
don't.
I think.
I'm not a believer on Texas Tech. I'm just not. I'm not convinced on them
Okay, I think it's fool's gold. You think they the fraud more than Indiana,
more than Indiana. Yes.
Who does Texas Tech play?
Oregon?
Oh yeah, that's a 56-40. That's a 56-40 some type of game.
Yeah, that's gonna be a high score. That might be the most entertaining game out the four, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But you just like fireworks and that kind of stuff. So okay, all right. Well, guys, we are going to table the honor roll and top 20 for this week. We'll just put it on the page. We had such a good discussion. I didn't want to stop the discussion tonight, so we just kind of ran with it. And we after this week, we won't do rankings until after Christmas break. Since everybody is not playing, we just, and by that time, everybody will have a state ranking. And so we'll post on the page how we're going to do the rankings. So, some people be asking what goes into the rankings, and we'll put the formula, the matrix, but we won't do one for the sake of the fact that everybody not playing. So we will pause the rankings after tomorrow until that first week of January when the FSAA first playoff rankings come out. Coach Brooks, boy, they gonna come through the screen on you, and there will be no disrespect from Tuma, the PGA, or the coach allowed when it comes to the University of Miami.
Man, who is Coach Brooks?
He coached with Princeton down in Sebring.
I know. I'm just saying, like, talking crazy.
Yeah, he said he like.
If you giving up 24, Brooks, let me get that.
I'm waiting on that to come next.
Call me, Coach.
Catch me, huh? Catch me, Coach.
No, catch me.
You giving up?
Catch me with my hands tied up. Giving up 24 points. ain't nobody in college football finna beat that Miami team by 24.
No, sir.
Oh man, I knew that was coming. I
don't know what he been watching. I don't even know what he been watching.
Man, he hadn't been watching. He need to wipe his glasses off.
Mm-hmm.
He talking about I can't afford y'all. But this is my thing though. If and that's a big if they're able to, because they got a couple guys that's projected. They got some I did win the bet. Yeah, because they didn't get beat by 20. They got beat by 16, but 16 ain't 20. That's what my math say. So I'm +4. Yeah,
who you betting?
Frank. I don't know if he gonna say we ain't officially bet, but I told him we got the bet that the Victory ain't, and they wouldn't beat Victory by 20. He said by 20.
Did all us bet him?
That's what I thought. Now he been quiet in the chat. He ain't said nothing about the bet. He just told y'all. Now he gone. I ain't seen him. Yeah, Frank, you gotta catch all three of us. Cause we said they weren't gonna beat by 20. Now they almost did. It was 16.
Lord.
It was tough. Yeah, it was tough in those streets down there in City Pond. It's a struggle for Victory right now. They gotta right the ship.
I don't remember them losing 2 in a row.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been the last time they lost 2 in a row. So I'm curious on how they respond.
And I don't think we were surprised because we kind of knew St. Thomas was pretty good, but I ain't know Olympia was good. So I guess Olympia had to be good to be in City Palms though. So so they can't be bad down there. But yeah, they got to figure.
They'll be fine, man.
They got to figure it out. Yeah.
No, I don't think we didn't call Indiana fraud, but we just said I like Alabama. Ain't nothing fraud by Indiana. They the real deal.
Yeah.
But they're not gonna beat Alabama.
I mean, and that game is in the Rose Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shout out to the lad.
Coach Brooks, I'm adding you to my next live, December 31st.
Hey man, well, man, we appreciate y'all, man. This is the final show of 2025, man. We made it through another year, man. We are so blessed, man. It's Christmas time, holiday season, man. Hope everybody enjoy their family this weekend. Christmas is on Thursday, so don't forget the reason for the season, man. However you choose to celebrate it. We appreciate y'all, man. So we will next time we talk, it'll be the new year.
Yes, it will.
It'll be the new year. Next time we talk, it'll be 2026, man. So y'all be safe, man. If y'all going out, hanging out, partying or whatever, just hanging out, just having because nowadays, coach, hanging out, you gotta be careful. So just be careful, man. Be safe, and we appreciate y'all, coach. I don't know if y'all want anything y'all want to say, but man, we done made it through year 6, man. We would have thought it 6 years ago we'd be here, but we thankful. I know I'm thankful. I don't speak for
Very
y'all. I know I'm thankful.
thankful and grateful. You know what I'm saying? It's all because of you guys. You know what I'm saying? I never thought we'll be here in this thing that we have accomplished here. And we looking to continue those things. If y'all have any ideas, make sure y'all reach out and let us know. We'll try to include it somewhere in our platform. But just to say we've been on here 6 years, having a magazine is crazy. Um, Now having a shootout coaching clinic, the alumni tournament is off the charts. I'm looking forward to that again this year. The
Biggest
date is
thing
out.
is the biggest thing in Central Florida.
Yeah, man. The date is out. Make sure you say the date. We finalizing the date for the coaching clinic right now in September. Um, but it's all
Hey,
because of you guys.
hey, the
Yeah.
U, the U is back. I ain't
Man,
got nothing else to say other than the U is back.
and on that note, man, Merry Christmas, y'all. Happy New Year, man. Y'all be safe. We'll see y'all in 2026, man. Thank you.